People live in poverty in Peel, and not just some, but thousands more than you might think. Poverty is complex, and it isn't always what you'd expect. But look closely and you'll see people in your community who are homeless or experiencing poverty, or both.
Poverty means to me a lot of things, really. The fact that you can't afford to do everything every month. The decision to whether to pay rent and go without food, and hopefully the food bank has food for you. Pay your rent and your food, but go without transportation, prescriptions, etc. Kids don't get to go on school trips. They don't have a great big huge lunch like everybody else. It's like struggling to make ends meet, and there's a lot of people in Peel that are feeling that same pinch.
Poverty may also mean having to work full-time but needing to use food banks, living in a shelter, relying on payday loans or social assistance to make ends meet.
I see firsthand how important it is for government to have a key role in ensuring that the residents of Peel's needs are met.
In order for us to be successful in our work around eliminating poverty, because that is our aspiration, is that we all hold the solutions together. It's not any one single organization or level of government that can do this. And the first step in doing this is understanding that poverty does exist in our community, and most importantly, to understand the impact of poverty on people's lives. And if, as organizations, we can identify poverty as a strategy for us, that we will direct our resources and our actions against that, I think that can go a long way. And ultimately, this is about that kind of collective action to fight poverty in our community.
I'm very passionate about reducing poverty on two fronts. One, it affects us all in terms of the impacts on our economy, our healthcare system, and quite frankly, the social and well-being of just our whole community. But most importantly, it affects our most vulnerable, and we need to change that trajectory.
It's more cost-effective or less expensive for us to address poverty. And also, it's the right thing to do. It's a human, it's a moral thing to do, right? No one should have to live precariously. No one should ever have to, make those kind of decisions that what should I forego in order to get this basic need.
Years ago, poverty didn't mean anything to the people in this area. Oh, it's something we can put off and deal with later. Well, later's now here. We need to work on poverty as a group. It can't be just one group trying to fight it. Everybody needs to get involved.
We should talk to people, our neighbors, our employers, our places of worship, and talk about why are these things happening to my neighbor. We can then build upon solutions, and then talking to our elected officials and saying, this is something that we want you to do. This is something as a lawmaker you can change. This is unacceptable in our community, and it's not such a complex concept that nothing can be done.
The Peel Poverty Reduction Committee was created in response to growing concerns about poverty in Peel. Since 2008, we've worked collectively with people experiencing poverty, community agencies, government, and businesses. Together, we advocate for better policies and programs.
So community agencies, community groups, not-for-profit organizations, they are uniquely positioned to address poverty because directly work with the community.
A terrific accomplishment for the Peel Poverty Committee has been our work on affordable transportation. We heard continual stories from people about how expensive transit was and the impact that it was having on their lives. And so we worked in partnership with municipal and regional partners, and that resulted in a permanent affordable transit program, which means that people in low income can get discounted transit passes, and that can make the world of difference for people.
The Peel Poverty Reduction Committee has a plan that focuses on good jobs and adequate incomes to support people in their time of need and give a voice to those experiencing poverty.
Reducing poverty in Peel is the right thing to do.
And it will take all of us, residents, organizations, government, businesses, and you. Join us.